What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. Now I'm going to review a 2010 mixtape by Mastamind based this particular project. It's called Khemicalspill, and it came out in the winter of 2010. Now the first bit here, as far as Mastamind, as far as folks who possibly don't know who he is, pitches like that. He's an affiliate of Esham as far as his pitching albums. So within the recent Esham type kick, I decided to get to this particular fellow, seeing as he was featured on a hit album by Esham, pitches like that, called Tongues, which is some good type of aspects, a pretty good classic within pitch like that, kind of an underrated type album within pitches of horrorcore, and especially those sorts of banging type aspects. So pitch, as far as saying, pretty good affiliate, kind of like the wingman within pitch. It's kind of like when you think of Ludacris within certain aspects, you think of Lil Fate and pitches like that, and some of those other type ones like the pitch, I think in a like going from like Lecrae to Tadashi and pitch like that, and some of these other type folks like Kid Cudi to King Chip and pitch like that. So some hit type varieties for us and some further type folks within these blistering type aspects. So pitch for us, and this is a pretty classic type album within these aspects. Now it doesn't strike me as much full bound horrorcore. It's definitely kind of vibes of more Cottonmouth Kings, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and particular aspects of like folks of like has traces of Esham. Definitely he's not features on Esham's not featured on this album, pitch like that, but as far as saying, definitely some of those kind of swampy, kind of gas mask type fares within pitches. Very much amidst the phrase. It's a pretty tripped out type album to definitely say, even though it doesn't strike me as full bound kind of horrorcore, it does have the pitch like a real swampy and just kind of definite kind of toxic wasteland and this overall quagmire of an aspect of an album as far as his pitch albums goes within the price, as far as saying, definitely that sort of slog typeness, very much kind of pukey green within these aspects. It just feels like some toxic waste and pitch like that. So in the aspect, now this is, if Esham was pretty wayside within pitch like his commercial appeal, I'd probably say Mastamind is even more so within pitch like that, but some hit type phrase for us, and I still recommend all 11 songs of the sounds of hit type pitches here. For other variety, this is a 4-digit type folk in terms of popularity, in terms of his Spotify appeal, but I am glad that it's at least on Spotify. The most popular song according to Spotify is Khemicalspill, which is Khemicalspill, the title tracks for those pitch albums. So with the excellent type varieties for us saying, paying attention to pitches like that within these sorts of ordeals. I look after the aspects for us saying, in terms of side tones. So within pitch for us like the product kind of amongst it here. Yeah, just to say, I'm going to talk about Khemicalspill, the title track first. Once again, this is the most popular song on Spotify, so it's like an oozing and toxic on a head trip to get towards your sludge. You kind of chord around pitches like that. Definitely, it's the aspect like the neighborhood duck crawls. It's purpley, kind of needs some air. It's feeling great, good pitches like that. Just to say, within the thematic typeness amongst the sound pitches like that, in terms of like some tear up factors and some of the pitch, it just has the tone of like some particular tones as far as like the variety, as far as saying, just getting towards like the neighborhood type crawls very much. Just kind of cemetery type aspects and clubbing on here. I do appreciate the fare. Now Esham had some club type hits on his Esham did have some club type hits on his 2001 album Tongues, as far as his pitch albums within the varieties, for saying this is pretty aspect like with like some trendy kind of sparkiness within the aspects as far as talking about within the varieties, as far as then the varieties as far as talking about trendy to like 2010, late 2000s pitch like this. So within the varieties for those particular aspects, this is a pitch definitely gets some swamp pitch in your system, good fares. Like I said, toxic waste then pitches like that, but Khemicalspill, good nice fares amongst it. It's kind of feel great since that pitches need some air. Then probably just kind of definitely club type slosh then pitch like that, kind of the varieties for us talking about some of these type ones. A lot of these particular type ones kind of work as like some club fits, but also like the pitch of just like neighborhood type aspects of like definitely kind of pub crawls and club hopping pitch like that within some stuff, right? It's just kind of particular, like a good round of like a Colt 45 in your hand or pitch like that. Steel Reserve sensitive pitch like that amongst these varieties for us, just like the set aside and sensitive pitches amongst it. Intro is hitting off here. It's like a two-step kind of electro boogie to get towards, kind of switches later on to like a good horror type fare, good pitch like that. It's like some spliffs up, definitely horror chording with mist, good fares like that. Cranberry vodka for standard mob pitch like that. Some of these hit up varieties amongst it just kind of float. Definitely give Miss a little bit of flow for like a song selection. Definitely give Miss a little bit of flow for like one of her song selections as far as these physical albums. So within pitch for saying, if it is a more popular type place, like if you're out at like New York type fairs, some busy, some more muscle type outings pitch like that, and you want to get to some good nice boogies to get down to pitch like that, and they're not playing the particular song that's within the exact type pitch that you want, kind of phrase as far as this. Slip in like an 8. slipping like $8 in there or something like that, or 12 one of those type pitches. That's not going full bound toward. Wouldn't be going to like the full bound type variety pitch like that, but just some of those type areas kind of take the edge off. Definitely pitches like that, get them on a more cheery type pitch, good pitches amongst it. Smoke it, shoot it, sniff it. It's a hitting type one off here. It's like an excellent pace, kind of club tempest to get good pitches like that. Just a foot tap, definitely. Just small talk for whiles within pitches like standard miss pitch like that. Get to some jigs, some of these pitches. So kind of variety, just kind of good, nice, particular. Feeling a quality groove and pitch like that, as far as these supposed to have, just kind of the aspect of something that will kind of be just kind of a conduit type scene, like a dance type movie pitch like that, but just the phrase, just some of those type aspects, just appreciating like the club AC and pitch like that. So I'm surprised I missed like the aspect, like the good vibe and feel of the venue. Definitely get some Malibu rum and y'all system pitch like this, and I said to everybody, this extra aspect is kind of what up with pals pitch like that. It's kind of the aspect, just what to do fam pitch like that. Definitely hit up rise, good pitch like that. Drag you to hell's hitting off here. Just this like a particular swamped and drooping, kind of got to get drag you to hell's like a swamped and drooping, kind of got it. Drag you to hell's the hitting type one off here. It's like a swamped and drooping, kind of got to get shit done. It's good pitch like that. This chores and come through, definitely thin pitch like that. Just pick up some galley kind of hair dyes, some of these type pitches, other type products within the ass. So he's kind of picking up some zigzags for pals pitches like that. Come through with like a good bag of bugles. There's like that Gardettos, family size Gardettos pitches like that, like the folks in pitches, some of those type phrase. It's missed like some air and needing kind of out in like the night airs pitches. Kind of miss some air and out in the night airs for these pitch comes to hit type phrase within those banging type products. You already know it's nice up here as well. It's like a screeching on some shit kind of traffic typeness, kind of get towards here. Just kind of miss the fray, just like cruise longs pitch like that. Just throw it off. Definitely some zombie gulag, I'd say, pitch like that. It's kind of Tuesday pushing fares like that. So within the pitch, these are some of these type ones. Kind of a steadfast type one within the pitch. It's something to kind of listen to with the more makeshift and music type air. But the pitch for saying definitely the aspect of being thrown as fuck pitches like that. Sense of prize, but just the aspect now, not within pitch. If you're having to operate a vehicle within pitch of having problems and just overall DUI type aspects, pitch like that. But the pitch, as far as in this the particular tone, of just getting with the hit commerce type fray of just swamp pitches like that, figuring out the variety kind of amongst some of these stuff there is picking up like some dominoes and pitch like that, other type products that just like particular Quiznos type pickups and pitch like the zombie gulag. This great break for you for something to kind of listen to within the aspect like a horrorcore type sense, kind of within that get along kind of a it's a real scraper of a song pitch like that for something to kind of have within the aspect like 345, 445 pitch like that within a more Red Skies type ness. Also the aspect of pretty good club type marinate within pitch like this. Also varies within the pitch of this. Yeah, a good number of these type ones. This is pretty club centric within the aspect as far as plenty of these type ones kind of have within the ton of disc, kind of sifting through some of these type varies. Just the aspect of really get some drink tabs in your system, feels like that kind of aspect of just meme diving pitch like that, figuring out like Moses, just looking up mixtapes and pitch like that, other type varies within the pitch of this. Looking up some new dockery kind of recipes and pitch like that for standard mess and products within hit that phrase, good products amongst it. What you about is hitting off here is like an excellent kind of mess hall and floor rumble to get towards here. Just definitely Cretan kind of carefree, I'd say, pitch like that, playing good bogeys with your pals, pitch like that. Just some grape sweets in rotation, some of that street light type noise on top of that. Definitely some mixtape tea and pitch like that. Some of these stuff here is just kind of rec room, mess hall type noise, definitely bull pit sense that first, but within it, Tekken and Pulp Fiction fairs like that, sense that pitch amongst it, sports games or just particular pitches alike. 401s and what to do's, work stories, pitch like that amongst these hit type fairs within pitch for saying good nice products. What you got is another nice one that's real gas pitch like that within the fray of pretty similar to like particular fairs like intro and pitches like that, some real haunting type ones. So there are traces of horrorcore kind of on here within pitch, but some good nice phrase kind of within that. Let's Go is a nice one. Now, this is kind of a more homebound type ones, like some horrorcore kind of homely and tidy house type, very good pitch like that. Just enjoy like a goodie bag with Diva that you picked up for as far as this pitch kind of just blueberry donuts, fairs like that, and some oils kind of rub in, pitch like that. Now within the fray, now within the ask. So I would say as if there would be problems with the aspect of picking up like baby oil and pitch like that, so I'm surprised. But just a pitch of just, hey, you're probably going to need 3 extra hands for this as far as these first games. So that's the pitch. This is the variety kind of amongst it now. Then the fray, just kind of aspect of It's not to get super kind of romantic, bound, and gushy pitches like that, but just the hit tough phrase, just the standard pickup with just like Aaron type spells within sense of pitches, while they're not just doing like particular misses, nails, something like that. So I'm surprised. Just forearm and shoulder massages on top of that sunset pitches within hit tough, but definitely oils and within pitch like that, blueberry donuts on top of that, just good Dunkin' type pickups, sunset aspects within pitch, just a more steadfast type one, just good pleasant type fare. In a more horror type sense, a good pitch like that. Unexplainable is hitting off here. It's like a Blerian spectral kind of leftover commerce to get towards the club B line. I definitely say a good pitch like that. Just some gin spells, definitely getting your system good, nice fares. Just have like a jig for like standard miss pitch like this. Something that phrases on top of it. Just feeling aspects like some socialized, just pals waiting for you up at those particular points. Good pitch like getting towards some rendezvous, good pitch like that, but just kind of a fair disc. One of those type ones that's kind of an overcast of day, like some of these type tunes that were kind of off the tongues out by Esham back in 2001. It's going to pitch particularly pretty affable type one. This probably could have been a buzz single pitch like that within these hit tough phrases and the aspect kind of it. It's pretty similar within the aspect. I think this Unexplainable is actually a lot more commercial within those aspects compared to Khemicalspill, the title track with some good nice pitches. Frozen Surprise can happen. I'd probably say in terms of some of those type ones, definitely Unexplainable, Don't Get Fucked Up, Seance. Definitely Unexplainable, Don't Get Fucked Up, and Seance are some of the ones that have like the most kind of affable typeness. And I'd probably say Let's Go as well. Some of the ones towards the end of the album actually. Some of the ones towards the end of the album actually have some pretty good and affable type chart feel within pitch like that. So hit tough right, so paying attention towards the good nice fares. Good nice particular hit type feels. Definitely some initial type dap with pals and good connect with miss for these supposed to get towards the product to dislike the good fares amongst miss pitches like that. What are you hiding? So instead pitches like that, just hit tough right, for us paying attention towards it. But yeah, pitches like But yeah, good pitches like that. Don't Get Fucked Up is hitting off here as well within these pitches. Like a palatable kind of club gem to get and snarls for these pitches. Kind of definite ringtone type. Definite ringtone hot pitch like that. Good pop that type tune for some torque action. Definite pitch like that. Definitely within the mode of standard Diva Cakes pitch like that. It's your birthday all day within pitch like that. It's not just your birthday, it's your birth week as far as this pitch. Kind of definitely the pitch of this. We're going to have to go to Walmart, get you a whole shit ton of candles for these pitch down for like the particular pitch, how badly you need to pop as far as these pitch down within these aspects. But this pitch for us saying, definitely a good thunder. It's another good buzz hop pitch like that. Like I said, the second half of this particular album pitch like that has a lot of gems on here that have some more commercial glam type factor, but it's good nice pitches within pitch like that. It's also this pretty snarl type song within pitch like that. Also the same sort of rave typeness that works there pretty good. Just pretty good, nice gangster rap type, particular edge. Pretty good hit, nice gangster rap kind of edge type factor then pitch, so just like that staring kind of snare and pitch like that. So hit that phrase amongst it just feels ripped out of like 1996 Tupac, Bone Thugs, Brother Lynch type days, pitch like that, some stuff ones like that. Scarface definitely. Seance is hitting off here. It's like a quality. It's another good nice ones like a quality Bone Thugs and Scarface and Tupac and a ghoulish kind of grow. Then the pitch behind it, Seance, is a hit into one's a nice song title as well. Pitch like that. It's like a quality Bone Thugs and Scarface, Tupac and a ghoulish grove embark to get towards your pitch like that. The cemetery kind of swishers. Some good nice cemetery swishers pitch like that. It's kind of a sipped along type song with them pitch like this. Appreciate the phrase like some kind of grovey kind of aspects of like night shift kind of winds and pitch like that amongst the phrase. Definitely one of those type ones. Kind of like getting Tupac with the ambitions as the writer and hit him up and so on type ones like that. Holla at me and pitch like that. So on type ones. Only God can judge me. So on type pitches like that in particular. No More Pain, some stuff ones like that. It's very haunting type ones. Another good horrorcore type tip with them pitch like that. Some stuff ones that just kind of collect with your pals. Good pitch like that. Definitely get the great sweets going on pretty heavy type rotation and standard pitch like the what to do on like the full bound type sense other type pitch. Just seeing what the phrase kind of about it. What it is, homie. What's up with that particular mixtape that you were chirping about a few days ago? Good pitch like that. Nice ghostly kind of desperado type feel on top of that. Good nice pitches and sinister as they're hitting to ones like a glaring and fogged kind of cemetery and parkside kind of shadows to get towards here. What else with pals definitely with them pitch like that. Just in gallon vent in an XL type format. So kind of pitch for us saying it's good nice product. Cemetery parkside type fares, but also pitch like some club type jostles and pitch like that. It's kind of probably just standard dap pitch like that. It's the What you on right now, homie? Pitch like that, and also some gallon vent with just like the pitch like some pull aside with them pitch like that. It's kind of like some some good foggy typeness with like some hit kind of melodrama pitches. Some good fogginess with like some hit kind of melodrama pitch like that. Sounds surprised, kind of that gas type fare that Tupac would kind of have with sounds like. The gas type player that Tupac would kind of have with some of that all eyes on me typeness, and not as full bound within like the pitch of more songs like California Love and How Do You Want It, but more the pitch of like Tupac from like No More Pain and particular pitches of like songs like Smile with Scarface and stuff pitch like that. It's the more gas and kind of shrouded type Tupac definitely within those pitches. Other type haunting type ones like Trading War Stories to pitch like that's the hit type price amongst, but yeah, it's good, nice foggy type one in a glare type sense. Routine type fair pitch like this, standard connects for us this pitch count, so definitely it's a pitch with standard miss. Every day you look like you just saw a ghost with them pitch like that kind of price for us saying some of these type pitches now with them probably not saying it in like a harsh type sense, but just kind of pitch that as you just bump into the headless horseman again, pitch like that, some of those type price amongst it, you just see some pitch like that amongst those phrase parts, the aspects kind of, but hit type phrase amongst the hit type quality amongst down 10 out of 10 with them pitch like that, so social score gets a 10 as well. No, then pitch first saying the actual quality amongst the fray, the likelihood of knowing about this focus full bound unless you know like a thing or three about horrorcore is not as complex. I'd probably say the pitch in terms of like the actual type pitch behind it would probably be more of like a 9.75 pitch like that, but it's not in terms of like the actual quality of the album, the actual banner typeness, what it represents in terms of like the fun factor. It's kind of pitch it just the likelihood of discovering it. It's just after all this time, 16 and a half 16 and a half years later, pitch like this, it's not within the full-bound common type place. So the pitch, the most popular song off this album after all this time, almost 2 decades, only has like 5,000 plays. So it's pitch for us saying within the product. Esham and particular Mastamind are pretty low-key within pitch like that, but it's definitely some banner typeness, definitely hit type for I question if Mastamind's got within the Juggalo type fold, if he's been at some of the gatherings and pitch like that, or the phrase of who's particularly some of these particular type fellas that popped up on his releases as far as especially I'm a hit type pitch as far as his price can have, so 10 score. Social score would get a 10 as well. Some of these type ones definitely some club step out and pitches like a good nice price, like some social kind of wander and pitch definitely these type ones, some cemetery visits and just a good nice parkside type fairs pitch like that, some favorite type runs including pharmacy and just fairs like that, just kind of picking up good nice products like blueberry donuts pitch like that in between early AM type product or after hours kind of carry over, and then like early kind of AM type moments like like fairs of places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts kind of just opening, kind of pick up some goodies and pitch like that, just goodie bags and fairs like that, plenty of stuff pitches, plenty of club gulag on here. Even the makeshift type songs really feel like pitches that you could just sift in a nightclub pitch like that. So if you're not trying to just kind of gallivant around, cruise around pitch like that, some of those type price kind of aspect for us saying just sift within a night venue pitch like that, get some hypnotic in your system, good X and other type fairs pitch like that, get some dry gin pitch like this. So some of those type price definitely pitch, get some jigs going. This has good these are not all marinations. It has some good two-step type ones on here, and definitely some chording type tunes for standard star, for standard Bettys and Starlets versus pitch count. So within pitch for saying hit type phrase amongst the within product 10 social. Now within pitch for saying with the same aspect with me. Even though I said 9.75 social is a pitch for saying that the actual banner, it may actually be like the casual type score. That's something I kind of say on the in-between ones. Some of these are more tricky to track down. It's going to pitch the casual type frame, maybe more of a 9.75, just with them pitch for saying that this is the complex to just recognizing it. Maybe even like a 9 or something like that with just the pitch for us like the recognition. I mean, the learning curve is not too steep, but there may be folks just within the recognition, considering that there's no guests on here, and folks may just completely be like, WTF, who the hell is this? Then pitch like that, so kind of what the fuck pitch like that with this aspect. Who the flying fuck is this pitch like that? So it's kind of with them pitch for but paying attention like the products. In terms of future Mastamind, according to Wikipedia, has at least dropped albums up to 2021, one of which was a double album within pitch like that, so the hit that phrase for us saying, but within the product, I could look up on Rate Your Music to see what other type products he put what other type products Mastamind put out, but I don't want to spoil things for us with pitch guy. But hit type phrase amongst this product, definitely some toxic waste within pitch like that, just gulag typeness that has like a lot Has a lot of good central kind of club sifting and pitch like that, and courtship depth within these aspects. Pretty swamped as fuck pitch like that. Definitely gas max. Definitely skull and crossbones and chronic and gas mask type variety of mentality within pitch like that. Pretty capital typeness in terms of like a horrorcore type sensitive, more swash kind of toxic kind of